Cindy and Sheebah will be staging their joint concert at Kololo Independence Grounds. Well, it's an event that has been promoted in a very unique and creative way. We were led to believe there was a beef brewing between the two, which I thought was real.
West Side.
But we got played.
We got played, but I feel betrayed. And I'm friends to both of them. I'm going to have this fight individually with each
So,
of
Daniel,
them.
so as it turns out, it was all part of a promotional stunt.
Yeah.
This beef that they had going on for some time. Oh, you're a feminist. No, I ain't a feminist. You hate men. Nah, I love my husband. It was getting personal.
But seriously, I don't get why. Okay, is what's her name? Sheebah's never denied being a feminist. At all.
Right.
Putting Cindy in the same category would be insulting because we get completely different energy from both of them. Completely. Like, you've never seen Cindy sit there and say, oh, we don't need men. Cindy is like, yeah. To be fair, Sheebah also doesn't say we don't need men. She just says, I can do it by myself. Which, you know.
For Sheebah, there's a different twist to the story. I mean, knowing what we do know about her personal life and her previous associations and previous relationships, if you can call it that.
There's a couple of them.
There's a plausible reason as to why she may not be inclined to be very pro-men. And then explains why she's a feminist.
But you see why I don't trust phases.
What do you mean?
Phases. When I was going through a phase, I'm like, you wanted it. But good on you, though. No judgment.
So, me, every time I hear someone saying I was going through a phase, I interpret that as they basically reverted to default settings.
Yeah. Go jungle. Be primitive.
So, no, that wasn't no phase. That's
backward.
you.
That's you. You wanted it.
So, So, there you go. But many are wondering, who is the bigger artist? And, in terms of impact and popularity, there are different metrics by which you can measure this. So, for example, if we're to just go by number of hit songs, it seems Sheebah easily wins.
Yeah.
She has produced more material, and thus more of them have become hits. She has more songs available on Spotify. I saw a graphic of people comparing how many songs each one has. And I think she's undeniably established herself as the bigger musical force.
And also has a larger following.
Oh, like on social media and also?
Well, for the generation we have, we have a predominantly youth population.
Yes, Cindy is older generation.
Cindy's older generation. It's from a generation that appreciated, how can I put it? They come up.
Right.
The hustle of the come up. Because weirdly, when I saw that Ngenda Kunyenye's video of Sheebah, right? Which also happened to be a song that was written by Cindy. I'm one of the few people who used to talk about that video before it became a thing.
Really?
I used to be like, none of you remembers the Sheebah video from like 2010 where she was really skinny and tiny and short white. And everyone's like, nah.
Wow.
Just like no one remembers the 2007 video of Tonics.
Which song?
Some song called Mulirudawa or something like that.
Okay.
Like, I remember things that people like forget, right? So I knew Cindy from like school tours. As in senior 4, the first time I saw Cindy perform. Blue 3 went on tour.
Oh gosh.
2004.
We love
Good
Blue
times.
3.
Yeah, Blue 3 was amazing and the breakup was devastating. I don't feel Maya was an appropriate replacement for Cindy, but life goes on. She came back with the dancehall tune, which I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of dancehall Cindy. But she proved herself.
She has.
And
Hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
So maybe it's wrong to even ask the question. Should we just celebrate them as being different artists on different lanes and appreciate what each one has to offer, rather than lump them all together as the same and then say one is better than the other?
I think it's safe for us to acknowledge that each of them has maximized their strengths and minimized their weaknesses. Like what Sheebah lacks in vocals, Cindy clearly makes up for, right? But at the same time, Sheebah knows how to use the stage. Okay, the same way Cindy does, but she has known how to market herself in a different way.
Okay,
put yourself out there in the marketing.
I think I saw you mention that on Twitter. I think you replied to someone saying, "But hey, maybe it's just the marketing." When someone was saying Sheebah is bigger, do you feel Sheebah has a bigger marketing machine behind her?
She's more up to date with what society is. in terms of marketing, right?
Okay.
Like she's with the social media trends, she's with the challenges, she's with the thing, and she's not afraid to put herself out there as a sex object. To be fair, that counts for a lot of props, especially for the male audiences.
Right.
Cindy, on the other hand, has gone more mommy. Which also, I think, has caused a significant, time lag in her career. But what's it now? 3 kids?
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with an age difference of about 6 years. Cindy must be 39, 40, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, she's a big mama.
She's a big mama. And Sheebah is about 34, 33, if I have my facts straight. So it's a 6-year age difference with 3 kids in between.
All right.
Career-wise, 6-year age difference. Life-wise, a difference of 3 children is going to hold you back quite a bit.
That's true. And another thing, I don't know if you know this, but on the Asian pop music scene, typically music artists that are signed to major labels, especially the younger female artists, and even male, they're discouraged from getting into relationships.
Yes.
In fact, it's a violation of your contract if you date anyone.
Yeah.
Because they want to market you as the attainable object.
You're a prospect.
Exactly. So they want to market you as the girl that every dude will want to date.
Yeah.
So every guy who watches your video, hears your song, needs to think, maybe, just maybe one day, she'll be my girlfriend.
I have a chance.
But if you're out there with a dude and he's your boyfriend or he's your husband, then it dampens your prospects.
And they had a dude, by the way. Prince is not a simple chap. This dude is like 6'3", buff guy with a beard. He represents everything a normal guy would not want to fight.
So in other words, so that is what that, and of course being a mother, would make it harder for Cindy to market herself as or be seen as a sex object.
Yes. You remember the photo that was going around of her in bikers?
Yeah.
Going to perform at a wedding? I think I've seen this with my sisters. They get to a point as moms where it's no longer about pleasing other people. It's my kids okay, is my family fine. The rest of you will be okay. What you need from me is what you called me to deliver, which in this case is vocals, a voice, and sing at your wedding.
But that,
to be fair, she could have done better. In terms of dressing for that day.
Yeah.
Cindy, yes. She could have dressed better for the event. Because Rema never lost it. She's married. With kids.
And Rema's never really been a sex object type of...
Exactly. I'm talking about the dressing. Because not Cindy dressing as a sex object. Just Cindy dressing decently for someone's function.
Modestly
For someone's
Juliana.
function. Yeah, you get.
So she shouldn't try to compete with Winnie Nwaji, kind of.
Please, no one should try to compete with Winnie
Nwaji. Has a child, right? She has a kid?
Nwaji has a kid, but Nwaji is not trying to be looked at as the mom figure. That's a Cindy thing. So,
okay.
Cindy may be winning on the family side, but nobody comes to a dance hall event to celebrate family.
Well, personally, I don't feel super qualified to even comment on this debate because let's just say their kind of music isn't really my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a bit too old, but their kind of music, I think, is for a different kind of crowd. And perhaps those who like that kind of music can speak better to this on this issue. So I'll revert to you. I'll let you have the final word as to the question of between Cindy and Sheebah, who is the better artist? Who's bigger?
Bigger, I'll say Sheebah.
Okay.
Better, that's to be seen.
Come on.
Talent-wise, I know it's Cindy.
RX Radio.